beginning of chapter 5 for the reading of the 30th of Kislev. And now I'm going to do the reading of the first of Tevet. The first of Tevet. All right. This is the daily Tanya. Chapter 5, Likkutei Amarim. In today's lesson, the advantage of Torah study over other mitzvos, given the twofold unity achieved, see yesterday's lesson, the analogy of Torah to food, which nourishes and nurtures one within, and mitzvos to clothing, which protect and envelope one from the outside. This is the distinctive, infinitely great and wonderful superiority of the mitzvah of knowing and comprehending Torah over all the mitzvot involving action, and even over those performed through speech, indeed even over the mitzvah of oral Torah study. The precept of Torah study may be performed by reciting passages of Scripture, even if one is ignorant of their meaning. Such study, however, lacks the infinitely superior quality of comprehending Torah, namely, for through all the mitzvot performed in action and speech, God clothes the soul and envelopes it with His light from head to foot, from its highest level to its lowest. While in the case of the knowledge of Torah, apart from the intellect's being clothed in, enveloped by, divine wisdom, the divine wisdom is also within him, so that he envelopes it through his intellect's comprehending, grasping, and encompassing whatever Torah knowledge it is capable of grasping and comprehending. Each man according to his intellect and his capacity for knowledge and understanding in pardes, the four modes of Torah interpretation, peshat, remez, drush, and sod. Peshat being the base understanding, remez being like a hint, like a riddle, drush being homiletical, and sod being like secret. Like remez would, not riddle, but like something, like a hinting. That's the only way I can understand it. Like what it alludes to. Thus, apart from the effect that Torah shares with other mitzvot, namely that the mitzvah, when performed, envelopes the soul in divine light, Torah study has the additional effect of filling the soul internally with the light of divine wisdom contained in the Torah that the soul grasps and encompasses. Since, through the knowledge of Torah, the Torah is absorbed in the soul and intellect of the person and is encompassed within them, it is therefore called the bread and food of the soul. Just as physical bread nourishes the body when it is ingested and absorbed within it, and when it is transformed there into blood and flesh of one's own flesh, and only then will the body live and be sustained. Similarly, through the knowledge and comprehension of Torah by the soul of a person who studies it well, with a concentration of his intellect, to the point where the Torah is grasped by his mind and is joined with him so that they become one, the Torah thereby becomes food for the soul. It becomes inner life for him, from the fountainhead of life, the blessed Ein Sof, the infinite one, who is clothed in his wisdom and Torah that are in the soul of the Torah student. This is the meaning of the verse, your Torah is in my inner parts, meaning that Torah is food for the soul. It is similarly written in Eitz Chaim, Portal 44, Chapter 3, that mitzvot are the garments of the souls in paradise. In paradise, souls enjoy the radiance of the divine presence. In order that the soul, a finite being, be capable of bearing the infinite radiance, it must be shielded by spiritual garments. The mitzvah it performed during its life on earth provide the soul with these garments. For, as explained above, performing mitzvot envelopes the soul in divine light, as a garment envelopes the body. Torah, on the other hand, is the food of the souls in paradise, which had engaged in Torah study for its own sake during their life on this earth. It is similarly written in the Zohar, in Vayechel, page 210. The meaning of Torah study for its own sake is study, with the intent of binding one's soul to God by comprehending the Torah, each man according to the capacity of his intellect, as explained in Eitz Chaim. We thus see from the above statement in Eitz Chaim that Torah is the food of the soul and mitzvot are its garments. But the question now arises, if Torah and mitzvot each have their own unique quality, why the superiority of Torah study over mitzvot? The Alter Rebbe answers this by defining the terms food and garments in their spiritual context. From this explanation, it will become clear that Torah has the qualities of both food and garment, hence its superiority. The food of the soul refers to the level of indwelling light. The garments refer to the level of encompassing light. For this reason, our sages have said that Torah study is equal to all the other mitzvot combined. For mitzvot are garments alone, while Torah is food and also a garment for the intellectual soul. Torah serves as a garment because one clothes himself within it by his soul's concentration on it and study of it. How much more so if one expresses the words of Torah orally, for the breath of speech becomes a kind of encompassing light, as written in Pri Eitz Chaim. We thus see that Torah study possesses the qualities of both food and garment. It is thus superior to other mitzvot, which are garments alone. And the takeaway to this reading is, you can only understand Torah based on your capabilities. However, regardless of your capabilities, when you learn in order to connect your soul with God, the Torah becomes nourishment that sustains your soul. And that is the reading for Tevet, 1st of Tevet, the new month that we just began today, the Hebrew calendar of the Tanya, Likkutei Amarim, chapter 5. Have a wonderful night. Laila Tov.